All right, let's talk about something that holds a lot of creators back. You want to make amazing, professional-looking graphics, but you really don't want that professional-level price tag that usually comes with it. So let's see how we can completely smash through that roadblock.
You know that feeling, right? You get this brilliant idea for a graphic, maybe a printable or a book cover, and then bam, you're stopped dead in your tracks just thinking about that expensive software subscription draining your bank account month after month after month. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone.
Yeah, this whole frustrating experience, it's what we call the creator's dilemma. It's this set of hurdles that just seems to trip up so many talented people before they even get a chance to start.
It really is a feeling of being stuck. It's like you're caught between a rock and a hard place. You're either paying those high monthly fees for the big-name software, or you're trying to patch together your vision using free tools that they just can't do what you need them to do. So you end up having to rely on other people, buying pre-made stuff, when all you really want to do is create your own ideas.
But what if there was a different way? What if I told you that this dilemma actually has a really clear solution? Let's take a look at an alternative that's not just cheap, it's seriously powerful.
So let's talk about Affinity Designer. Now, this is not some watered-down program. We're talking about award-winning, professional-grade software from a company called Serif. But here's the real game changer. It's a one-and-done deal. You buy it once and you own it. No subscriptions, ever.
And the difference is just wow when you see the numbers. With Affinity Designer, you're looking at a single payment, right around $68. And get this, that includes lifetime updates. Now, compare that to the alternative, which is about $25 every single month. The savings over time are absolutely staggering. Okay, so we've established the tool is powerful and it's affordable. But a great tool is pretty useless if you don't know how to use it, right? And that's exactly where Affinity Designer Mastery comes in. It's a course created by Jane Willengage, and it's designed to be the only thing you need to go from a total beginner to feeling like a pro with this software. So let's pull back the curtain and see what that learning journey actually looks like. The whole course is laid out really nicely in a series of super clear step-by-step modules. And you don't have to worry about being buried under a mountain of theory. No way. The course is made up of over 55 short, bite-sized videos. They're built specifically for beginners, and they focus only on what you actually need to know to start creating. No fluff, no confusing jargon, just the practical skills you can use right away.
So here's the path you'll be on. First, you lay the foundation. You get totally comfortable with the interface, the tools, and all those little shortcuts that save you so much time. Then you'll move on to mastering text and graphics, the real meat and potatoes of any design. After that, you learn the fun stuff, how to polish your work with layers and effects to really make it pop. And finally, you put it all together by building actual real-world projects, things like stickers, patterns, and printables, all from scratch.
But your learning doesn't just stop when the video ends. This whole thing is designed as a complete system. It's packed with extra resources to make sure you've got everything you need to succeed.
You literally get a complete toolkit. There are cheat sheets for shortcuts, quick tip sheets for common tasks, and even editable templates to get you started faster. Of course, you get all the projects files too. But, and this is a big one, you also get access to a members-only Facebook group. So you're not just buying videos, you're actually joining a community where you can get help and support.
So when you put all of this together, the tool, the course, the resources, what does it all lead to? Well, it leads to a pretty fundamental transformation. You go from being someone who just consumes content to someone who actually creates it. For a lot of people, the biggest roadblock isn't skill, it's fear. The fear of looking at a complicated piece of software and just freezing up. That's why this piece of feedback from a student, Marion Blake, is so powerful. She said, the fear of using this software has gone. And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? To make something that seems complicated feel simple. This is what it all builds up to. Creative independence. It's that feeling of freedom, where you can sit down the moment inspiration hits and just bring your idea to life. You don't have to rely on anybody else, and you're not paying for another monthly bill. Just think about what that really means. You'll be able to create one-of-a-kind graphics for your books, your printables, whatever. You can stop spending money on generic, pre-made content that everyone else is using. You can take images you already have and tweak them to perfection. You can design your own marketing materials that look totally professional. Basically, you can finally turn what's in your head into a real thing you can hold or sell. So, ultimately, this whole thing is about giving you the skills to just tear down those technical walls so that the only thing left limiting you is your own imagination. Which leads to the real question. Once you have that freedom, what would you create first?